Beautiful child, won't you open up your eyes, and you will find the warrior in you.
You are the daughter of a warrior woman. Can't you feel the ocean in your womb? Raging waters beat against your chest, the breaking of dam at your knees. They have tried to crack you open, but you are fluid.
I've cradled trauma in my womb, bearing deep inside of me stories that many will never know and too often go untold, but it was never me who planted these seeds.
I was born with apologies in my womb. I didn't have to be broken in order for this world to find me consumable. This is the kind of life that will swallow you whole. And you are the kind of woman that smirks at death. You know from whence you came.
You see, these tiny seeds turned trigger when I was never taught to attend to these little things that could lead to a lasting lifetime of feelings like inadequacy, insecurity, or even behaviorally toxic tendencies eating away at me from the inside out.
And still you rise. You fly to new heights, bringing oceans and children, planting a new foundation where our smiles are replenished.
Projected as emotional defects and never sent through a healthy birth canal to transform this ever-evolving thing into the true beauty and resilience that it has the potential to be.
Your mind is all encapsulated gold and wisdom. Your smile, all resilience in the flesh. You hold entire villages on your shoulders, carry future generations in your smiles, create blueprints for kids who never learn how to dream.
But a seed will only grow to bloom if it's adequately nourished. Water, sunlight, and soil, not too much, not too little, but just the right amount of work with all the right tools can allow it to flourish.
Hello, everyone. I just want to share a few words with you. When I first met you, I knew you were the one. You had the kind of shine that is precious as the sun. You attracted me sporadically. I knew I had to be your one and only. I fear that without you, my heart couldn't bear the things that this world has to bring. The good and the bad, only with you I'm never sad. Every day I wanna see your face, waking up next to me. Let's pretend we're new to this thing. The end is only the beginning. And the beginning never ends, at least not with us, 'cause you're the air I breathe, my heart that beats, the walk to my feet. You're my everything. So glad I met you. Now I can't breathe without you. Don't wanna live without you. You are my inspiration. I'm so glad I met you. Now I can't breathe without you. Don't wanna live without you. You are my inspiration. Yeah, you are my inspiration. 'Cause baby, you are my inspiration. Hello, everyone. It's me, Lady Sneak, and welcome back to Lady Sneak Live. Tonight, we are celebrating Women's History Month, or Her Story Month, with our East Bay Rysing participants and some of my friends who are known to inspire. I am so elated to have you all a part of this experience with us. So please turn your cell phones to the side, make your screen big, and get ready for the ride. Throughout my life, I have met some very influential women along the way. This next artist has such a story to tell. The first time I heard her speak, I couldn't help but get drawn into her message. She doesn't mind telling you she's born and raised in Oakland, from Oakland, and graduated from all Oakland schools. You guys give it up for Sani, the poet.
Thank you, Lady Sneak, for that amazing introduction. Yes, I am Sani the Poet, and I will bring you poetry vibes. This first piece is titled, Love Who You Are. So, yeah, here we go. What has your attention? Do you even know? And what are your intentions? Because surely they will be known, be it in this moment or the next. For the combination of attention and intention is the result of manifestation. And don't you want to manifest marvelous creations? Don't you want to stir souls to have life-changing revelations? Don't you want to have people dancing on planets, attracting their dreams like powerful magnets, creating memories you'll never forget? Don't you know you're so powerful, you can have the devil playing Russian roulette? It only takes a matter of you getting to a place where you really believe. So say to yourself, the universe is always flirting with me, begging me to share more of me so that others can see that there really is beauty in everything. For even when something seems to be ugly, it's just a reflection of something pretty. And if you don't believe, just stop and think. What would beauty be if there were no such thing as ugly? They are one and the same. And until you come to this realization, you'll continue to drive yourself insane. Because there is always going to be someone younger, someone prettier. So it's best you just stop comparing and figure that we're all pretty and ugly just the same. Don't you worry your pretty little brain. No one can be better at being you than you. Let them try to take one step in your shoes, and I bet you they will say, ooh, I'm cool. I did not know this is all that you had to live through. And I don't care how blessed you think someone else is. Try living their life, and I bet you'll say I'm cool too. So remember, love who you are. Otherwise, you'll live your whole life living the life of a damn fool. Thank you. This next piece is titled Vulnerability. It is very near and dear to my heart, and it is my life. Oh, who that? Nigga, you act like you about to holler. Ugh. What? That bitch Trey looking at over there? Yeah, I see her. With her half-breed ass. She wish she was black. And all them marks on her face look like somebody been poking at it with a toothpick. Oh, and she's suffering from no acetol. No acetol what? You know, no ass at all. No acetol. Oh, girl, you so funny. Yeah, I know. But come on, let's go. Because this shit finna be hella weak anyway. Hey. Yeah, that be me. Half-breed. More like 3 breeds. Blemish face, no ass, crooked teeth. That be me. My black eye was the same color as yours, though. When I got my ass beat, when that nigga thought he had the right to put hands on me. And my red blood, the same color as yours. When I got shot by a stray bullet, no more than 400 feet from my mama's front door. And crack is still off-white. And way back when, it made my brown lips and fingertips tingle. Being a half-breed didn't make me exempt from growing up poor and wanting to have fat pockets that jingle. Nah, not at all. And my straight hair didn't save me from police brutality, and my lack of naps did not keep me out of jail. I was hemmed up by 5-0 because, like most junior high kids back then, I wanted to see the fight show. And when the police came and asked the crowd to leave, I said, okay, just don't touch me. But like most non-whites who speak up to the police, I found myself a victim of police brutality. I was only 14 years old, and before I knew it, my face and body was pressed into a chain-link fence. My nose and lips kissed that concrete floor, knee and my back cuffs on my wrist. I'll never forget the sound of that back door closing in on me. Dreams smothered by the hands of Officer Jacobs, OPD. And it kind of reminds me of the first time I was in the back of a police car. Age 6 or 7, parents gone. They came in anyway, searching every room, every floor. What the fuck were they looking for? Yeah. But back to these colors that are the same. Like the tears that streamed down my face when I lost brother number 2 to an ill-gotten fate. One brother, only 14 years of life. House fire, burned alive. And my other brother, my lips still get tight when asked about his plight. And yeah, he had HIV when he died. And don't fucking look at me, because I can't stand the stigma that comes really with any kind of disease, be it cancer, sickle cell, or diabetes. Oh, and my heart, the same color as yours. And it pumped hard when our family got the news that cancer had crept in through the back door. I was diagnosed at 34, my niggas. And I wrote this piece right here to help some of y'all see that there is a different type of genocide happening to our peeps, happening to you, happening to me. And I could go on and on and on about what it means to be conceived and birthed to these Oakland streets. So I hope this helps someone see that me and my family are no different than you and yours. And half-breed or not, there are systems in place to keep slamming those doors in our face. And unless we learn to come together, then we're all subject to experiencing a similar fate, be it in this generation or the next. And I bet you that's where them motherfuckers is placing their bet. So it's time out for what we think makes us different or sets us apart. Because we're doomed from the start if we don't realize that the answers lie in matters of the heart. And if we continue to say things like, man, I don't trust nobody, then the bodies will continue to pile up. And check this. If they can figure out a way to elect this orange piece of clump, then surely we can figure out a way to build back the community trust. Because without it, there is no us. Oh, and I'm included in that I don't trust nobody, whether I realize it or not. And so now I'm learning how to correct myself and check myself, look myself in the mirror and tell myself to just stop. Because sometimes that's what we need to do. We need to tell ourselves to just stop. I'm also making sure that I smile a whole lot more and choosing to be less angry, because being less angry is definitely a must. I'm also paying attention to what's the difference between love and lust, because that helps bring back the trust. And if all I can do is only trust someone new for about an hour or two, then that will have to do as I work on increasing my own inner peace. And forgive me, I really don't mean to preach, but so many of us need to work on this inner peace because it is this inner peace that allows for this trust. And the trust is what grows the peace. And the peace is what allows for the healing. And the healing opens up new doors to all type of new happenings and dealings. This peace allows for spiritual healing. And that's what our community needs, spiritual healing. For we heal the community, and the community heals us. Peace out, and one love. But wait, it's not peace out just yet. I have one more piece, and it's titled Black Queen. And it's so fitting for Women's Month when really it's Women's Year and Women's Lifetime. But yes, I dedicate this to all my beautiful Black queens out there. To my beautiful Black sis, dripping in silky melanin. Ain't nothing better than you. Go ahead and give the world an extra scoop. Can't nobody do it like you. Ain't nobody fly like you. You give us what we need to make it through. The ultimate truth. Natural born leaders, look in history and you'll find the proof. Always playing it cool. When times get hard, you make it do what it do. 'Cause see, Black women sticks it out to the end, and you'll never find a better friend. Protecting us from haters at work and school, making sure we cool, reminding us that we can, pushing us to higher heights so that we can ascend. The true definition of a win. And on their love, we can surely depend. Because see, the Black woman done been through everything. It ain't nothing she don't understand. And her last dollar, she's always willing to spend. And broken hearts her specialty because she's ready to mend. The true definition of a win. The seamstress of life, always tying up loose ends. And the Black woman is like everyone's mother. That mama bear providing us all type of cover. Plus, she's the ultimate lover. So let's make sure we protect her and put nothing above her. Beautiful Black female child, we love your beautiful Black smile. Beautiful Black queens, you reign supreme. You're the essence of love, the essence of Black everything. Thank you so much. That was amazing. I'm truly honored to have shared this stage with so many beautiful women. Thank you.
Wow, Sani, that was amazing. Thank you so much for just spending your time with us. You are truly a blessing. This next artist is known for being accompanied by her uke. The last time she was here, she took us to her home. Since then, she has released the music video to her song, My Home. Tonight, she will be debuting her new song, A Love Letter, and giving you a sample of what is next to come. Please give it up for Elle and her ukulele.
Hello, everybody. This is Elle, and you're watching Known to Inspire. I really love the name of this show because, honestly, when you think about it, women are known to inspire, but it's always that trope of, the artist's muse or the hero's dead wife or something who just kind of sits there in their memories looking pretty and they're inspired to do great things because of that, I guess. But how about being inspired by women because they're freaking awesome and we all look up to them? There's so many incredible women in the world, so maybe find one that inspires you. Anyways, today I have about 1.5 songs for you all. The first one is called Lavender Sky because I like to look up at the sky and it inspires me sometimes. Here's Lavender Sky. There's no use in living. Don't need clean air for breathing. Tear out your eyes and throw them away. Go unplug the TV. Don't wanna hear what's happening out east. Your chronic sighs are the only escape. But remember when you looked outside and saw something more than gray. We've lived and loved and walked till now, so what's another day? Don't you cry, lavender sky. There's crimson, vermilion, all these colors that lie asleep in the haze of these darkening days. So take a deep breath and open your eyes, lavender sky. Don't you disappear. Turn on the news and remember you're here. Remember that you don't have to obey. And remember when you looked outside and saw something more than gray. We've lived and loved and walked till now, so what's another day? Don't you cry, lavender sky. There's crimson, vermilion, all these colors that lie asleep in the haze of these darkening days. So take a deep breath and open your eyes, lavender sky. Oh, lavender sky. Oh, when lightning strikes, I gag on my cries, and suddenly colors don't look right. What if your blue is my lavender, maroon my coriander? Like when puzzle pieces fit but they don't look right together. Hey, but when the sky comes crying, let's set foot in the river. And when we're at the delta, I'll let out a shiver. And a yell for every one of us adrift in the sea. Let's mix a painter's palette out of our grief. And don't you cry, lavender sky. There's crimson, vermilion, all these colors that lie asleep in the haze of these darkening days. So take a deep breath and open your eyes, lavender sky. Oh, lavender sky. Oh. That one was Lavender Sky. All right, this next one is a little one called A Love Letter. So, intriguing. I wonder what it's about. We were wandering kids against the world. We never did anything we always said we would. Your tongue was always always tight. I could read between the lines, but I was caught running blind. The labyrinth inside your mind said I'd leave you behind. In that voice, the honey kinds, but the ripple in your eyes kept me up while you kept time. We were wandering kids against the world. We never did anything we always said we would. We would change the world together. I would love you till forever. Would we ever know just where we stood? That's it for now. All right. If you'd like to hear some more from me, I am on YouTube, EL_LN, and I'm also on Twitch. Links are everywhere, but it's Arrow Koaler on Twitch. Find me online. See ya.
Wow, Elle. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful music with us. I am always singing your songs like days after I've heard them. Moving right along, you all. This next artist has been very instrumental with helping me start the East Bay Rysing program. And she has her own super dope project called Melanin and Mimosas. She wasn't able to physically be here with us today, but she is streaming live from her home. Give it up for my friend, Sierra Gervais.
What's good, everybody? My name is Sierra Gervais. I go by Cece. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I am the Media Arts and Culture Manager at the Rise Center and former Poet Laureate of Richmond, California. This piece I am going to read for y'all is dedicated to none other than Fannie Lou Hamer. Ain't nobody like Fannie, like a hard fist that blooms. Hands bruised from cotton picking, a mind that sings the blues, a heart that pumps, pumps, and pumps for all rights, like a black woman, all brick house and weary, keeping a gospel song loaded in her throat to help the people cope. Fannie is the kind of woman who survives a jumping in a jail cell by men that could have come from her womb, but still will burst into a brawl for them. And did I mention, Fannie is the kind of woman who stares racism down like the barrel of a gun without ever flinching. Fannie is the kind of woman who believes in the power of the people, in the power in our voices, in the power of our choices. She lived her life fighting for the right to vote. Fannie never got to be a mother. She underwent a surgery to remove a cyst when white doctors performed a forced sterilization. When they can't break our bones, they shoot for our spirit. They have always tried to erase us, to shut us up, to silence us. But here is a world of a woman that refused to bow down after being beaten, disrespected by presidents, witnessing a lynching. There is nothing more than white supremacy can do. Can't nobody tell me nothing about Fannie, about her fight and fury, how she was a spirit of ancestors reincarnated, a black goddess so loved and hated. In 1969, she founded the Freedom Farm Cooperative that grew to over 680 acres, giving black folks the land that they could actually own. This from a woman who lived on a plantation. This from a woman denied the right to learn, to feel, to mourn. This, a woman, an ancestor, a fighter, a legacy all on her own. She once said, "Sometimes it seemed like to tell the truth today is to run the risk of being killed." But if I fall, I'll fall 5 feet 4 inches forward in the fight for freedom. I'm not backing off.
And we're back like we never left. Yo, Sierra, the way you spit your flavor is always so dope, yo. I love listening to you. If you haven't already, please follow her on all social media and give it up for her in the comments. This next artist is bringing that rock flavor and a little bit of the psychedelic sound. The last time she was on this stage, she was truly a fan fave. Give it up for Lissa.
Hi, my name is Lissa. Before I start, I want to talk about something that's extra important this month as we honor women. I think we've all grown up in a world where we've been taught to be overly critical of women, and we don't even realize. And even I, as a girl, have only recently in my life noticed the higher standards and expectations set for women. And I want to encourage everyone to be extra aware and reflect on their own thought patterns this month and ongoing, and be ready to confront the bias you may not have known you had. And this first song I will be playing is called Guinea Pig. I hope you enjoy. Have some patience with me. Ease your frustration with me. Reprogram the system in my head to think of better things instead of pacing back and forth and back and forth and back and until I feel my skull crack. How about that? Thank you. This next song I am going to show a short preview of. It takes a much darker tone, you'll see. It is called Everybody Else Has a Garden. More on that song to come. You can follow me on Instagram at LissaSound. Thank you so much.
Lissa, it is an incredible experience watching you grow. Fantastic performance. All right, everyone. For those of you that do not know, the UC Theater is an independent music venue and nonprofit. In the past 7 years, we have gained many friends that help to keep our education programs accessible. Here is a quick message from our beautiful partners, Holden High School. Be back in a minute.
Holden High School is a revolutionary alternative learning environment where students co-create their unique academic journey. Holden bridges the gap between learning and life. Every Holden student benefits from weekly one-on-one counseling because it is embedded right into our curriculum. So Holden has this program, it's really awesome. It's called the Transition Program. And what it does is it ensures that every Holden graduate enters the world with a solid post-high school plan. And that plan can mean a 4-year college, attending a 2-year college, a job, an internship, or even a structured gap year. Holden is a welcoming, super supportive, fun learning environment, and we invite you to check us out online at holdenhigh.org.
Okay, and we're back. We asked this next young artist, who inspires you? He had this to say.
This is a woman that inspired me the most. She taught me that I can be or do anything I want to do. This is my Aunt Mary. Yeah. She was in a biker gang. Super cool, sweet lady. Died of cancer, unfortunately, but she's always been there throughout my entire life. So supportive. Always been there for the rough moments as well. So this is one of the most inspiring people to me, my Aunt Mary.
This incredible young artist produces his own music. He sings, he writes, and he plays 10 instruments. Let's get to know him a little bit more. Give it up for Jadon. Hey,
Hey.
how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Really grateful to be here right now.
I'm glad that you could make it. The story about your aunt is beautiful. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Of course, of course.
Yeah. So can you just tell us a little bit about her as your inspiration and how she's helped you to grow?
Man, she was just so cool and uplifting, and like, there'd be like these people that I've never met, and they're just like cool biker gang fellas. They like let me like hop on their bikes and stuff, tell me cool stories. She just had so many connections. It was just honestly, genuinely mind blowing.
Wow, that's truly, truly inspiring, Jadon. So you're in East Bay Rising,
I am.
and what's that like? Tell us about that. How has it helped you and grow as an artist?
It has really helped my songwriting like process. A lot of the poetry courses and stuff. And I first started out like online, kind of like not knowing what I'm like getting into, and I genuinely love it. It gives me an opportunity to share what I write with other people, and I wasn't expecting like such a community, but like there's a lot of talent that like I can see, and I could be friends with these people, and I'm like doing this with them, and that's like a really grateful opportunity to have.
Wow. So in East Bay Rising, like, tell me, like, what is the setup like for you? Like, how are the classes run and things like that?
They're scheduled neatly. From what my understanding is, like you can pick like multiple classes of what you want to focus on. There's like internships, I think. I'm pretty sure. There's vocal lessons, which are like one of my favorite classes that you teach. So
Oh, it's me.
it's you. Wow. There's Lifeline. Lifeline's pretty cool as well.
Cool. So why do you think Women's History Month should be celebrated?
To look back on what womankind has done for us all, and they've honestly done so much. I don't think it should be like a month celebration, like kind of a daily celebration. Yeah.
And what are you currently doing to support women, and how are you continuing to be an ally?
Well, growing up, I have 3 sisters and one hell of a mom, and they're like all feminists. So growing up, I was just kind of like doing whatever they were doing. So if they're breaking down a wall, I'm breaking it with them. I'm always the backup if they're going through something. I have good understandings. So I'm just a good support, I'd say, when it comes to being an ally towards women.
That's good. So when it comes to your music, what makes you want to perform? What makes you, like, what inspires you to perform, and what makes you want to?
Seeing other people happy, just entertaining, that's like a really big inspiration to see. It's just, I want to inspire somebody else to show what they love. I want to show what I love, and if that makes other people happy, that's like my favorite thing.
How would you describe your music to someone who's never heard it?
Well, Falsetto EP is kind of like slow paced but pretty. I'd say it's like you're really sad, but it's such a pretty day. Like it's extremely beautiful outside, but you're just really sad. But it kind of blends together, and it has like an aesthetic to it.
Okay.
But in the future, I'd say the more music I make, it'll be somewhat more uplifting. The more I make.
I heard you say a term before. I think you mentioned like a beach rock kind of vibe.
Yeah,
Something.
beach rock.
So what is that like? What do you think that means? How could you describe that?
Like fast paced, a lot of drums, kind of like surfing kind of thing. But that's like I like to experiment with a lot of different genres. So there's like a lot of slow paced stuff, like there's a band called Beach House, stuff like that. Yeah, a lot of alternative rock styles. It's really hard to explain, but I'm just continuously experimenting with that.
All right. Cool. I think I heard you rap once. Are we gonna hear any of that?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, Jadon, I'm so excited to hear you perform, and I know they're waiting, so please bless us with your talent.
Of course. Hello, my name is Jadon. This song is called Control, and it's about wanting to control mental illnesses. Woo! Can't help it later and now. I lost it long ago. But when I turn it around, oh, I don't know where to go. I need control. 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 I've been lost off of my mind, threw my prescription meds away. Mama said that everything's fine, but I don't got no place to stay. I need control. 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 This song is called Ode to Someone, and I wrote it for a friend that's really, really far away. And it's just a teaser, so. You bring me up on the worst of the day. You make me smile, and so I'll do the same, and it'll be alright. I'll make it there. It'll be all fine when we're the ones to care. And it's okay, it's alright. What people say don't seem to cross my mind. It's just you person I want. You're the person who owns my heart. Owns my heart. Feel free to check out my music on Spotify, Apple Music, any music platform, YouTube, at the King Jadon _ on Instagram, if that's what you like. Thank you very much. God bless.
Wow, Jadon, thank you so much for that incredible performance. Your music really takes me on a journey. As you all know, we are streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Comcast Channel 28, AT&T Channel 99, so drop your likes, comments, and tell your friends to tune in. We're going to have a quick message from the UC Theater's Concert Career Pathways program. Be back in a minute.
Have you ever dreamed of a career in the concert industry, but never knew how to turn that dream into a reality? The Concert Career Pathways program can bridge that gap by providing youth with the professional training necessary for successful careers in the live music industry. CCP is a free 9-month job training program for young people aged 17 to 25 in the Bay Area. Our comprehensive training combines hands-on experience with online learning and includes paid internships, industry tours, networking opportunities, workshops, and much more. Interns receive in-depth training in a variety of fields, including talent buying, lighting design, sound engineering, venue operations, and marketing. By working alongside UC Theater staff, our interns learn all the skills necessary to adapt to the modern workplace. The CCP program also includes mentorships for participants with previous experience in the live music industry who want to advance their careers. Mentees receive individualized support from industry professionals to complete their own self-guided projects. Apply now to the Concert Career Pathways program to make your dream of working in the music industry a reality.
Welcome back. So each of these shows will debut our East Bay Rysing featured artist. Now, in order to qualify as a featured artist, participants must be dedicated to bettering their craft. They must be on time to all courses. They must show improvement every week. And featured artists will also be included on a compilation EP, and they will receive a $1,000 stipend. With that being said, let's bring up our East Bay Rysing featured artist. This young woman has so much to say. She is full of life, wisdom, and knowledge. Let's give it up for Adriana Avalos.
I just want to love you. Baby, do you love me? Baby, you're so special.
Hey,
Hi.
how are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing good. How was your trip over here?
Pretty good.
It was all right?
Yeah.
That's good. So, I guess I have a few questions for you. How long have you been performing?
I have been performing for about maybe a year.
A year?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And so I've heard through the grapevine that, you've been doing a lot in just a year. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. I mean, I performed, my first ever real performance was at this event called We So Bay. We went around in a BART train and we did a bunch of poetry and we walked through San Francisco and everything. And then, after that I've been performing, we went into the pandemic and then I have been performing on Zoom, webinars, and meetings, and a whole bunch of stuff. I performed at a protest and just a whole bunch of things like that. So,
wow. So, if you don't mind, what was the protest about, and maybe what piece did you share?
The protest was for Black Lives Matter, and we basically walked from Oakland to Berkeley, and the piece is called "Righting Your Wrongs," which I'll be performing today.
Ooh, that's great.
And basically the piece is about like how ignorance affects a lot of things, you know, like we have to be aware, but we also have to speak on these issues, you know, we have to, you know, pretty much we're still standing here, we're proud, and, you know, yeah.
And what was that like for you, just being, you know, in the middle of like a protest last year, you know, with so much going on? How were you able to just, you know, keep it all together?
I mean, just being there in the middle of a community that is so supportive and, you know, that is there and representing and everything, that kind of just made me feel home in a way. I guess it was emotional because, you know, obviously what we were protesting for and everything, all the injustices, and like, you know, it's crazy, but in a way it felt like solidarity when I was at the protest.
I can appreciate that for sure. So how would you describe your poetry to someone who has never listened to you before?
I guess I would say a little bit all over the place.
Really?
I have some poems that are about womanhood, some about mental health, some about you know, Black Lives Matter, some about immigration, like just everything. And I feel like it depends on what poem we're talking about. So I don't really know how to explain it in a way, but I feel like it's just a little mix of everything. So
Not all over the place per se, but just like you're touching a lot of different topics in your poetry.
For sure.
So would you say it's like honest and like in your face? Like that's what
I mean. With my poetry, I don't sugarcoat anything. I don't like that because I feel like if we're going to address something, talk about something, we have to say it the way it is or else nothing is going to change. So
Agreed. So what inspires you to perform? What are some of your inspirations?
Some inspirations are, I guess, everything going on, because I mean what I like to say is kind of like the whole point of me doing poetry is so that one day I don't have to, me speaking on these things, because eventually I don't like, there shouldn't be any of these problems going on in the first place, you know. It's just
Right.
It's crazy to see everything.
Preach.
But yeah, no, seriously, like I feel like it's important that we talk about these things. So that's what kind of inspires me, but most definitely my community and just everybody in general, you know.
Where'd you grow up? Who's your
Well,
community?
I mean, I was born and raised in the Bay Area. I was born in Vallejo, and then I grew up kind of in Pinole, but me and my abuelita and my mom, we'd be going to San Francisco, to Richmond for tacos, just like everywhere. And now I live in Hercules, though. But yeah, I mean, still part of the Bay Area, but
Right. I mean, when you're from the Bay, you from the Bay, right? I get it. So why do you think this month should be celebrated?
I think this month should be celebrated because women deserve to be respected and treated as human beings, because that's what we are. We are beautiful, resilient, incredible, intelligent, and all those things, amazing things that you can think of. That's what we are, and we're here to represent. But, you know, I just think that this month should not just be one month. It should be every single day, you know. Women deserve to be respected every single day and all these things because, you know, like I said, we are human beings. And I feel like that's important for us to recognize and see. And it's just, that's really how I feel about that.
You don't have to feel no other way. I think that's incredible. I think you said everything was spot on for sure. Thank you. And I'm excited to hear you speak. I'm going to sit back and just listen to you. So please go ahead and take the stage when you're ready.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, everybody. I just wanted to say thank you so much for having me here. My name is Adriana Avalos. I'm a 15-year-old Chicana poet, and today I will be performing 2 poems. So this first poem is called The Flower Womb, and I wrote this, and when I wrote this, I was kind of thinking about womanhood and like what it means to be a woman and kind of all of that mixed together. So yeah, let's get started. Thank you. I wonder, as I walked this earth and swam in the sea, what does it mean to feel alive? Because I hardly ever feel that anymore. I forgot to breathe and now I'm drowning because you never taught me to swim. I wish that I could give myself reason to forgive instead of forcing to forget. I first taught myself to remember my roots as if I was this planet. My hair is so beautiful, it grows like the roots beneath the soil that is the color of my eyes. And if you look close enough in them, you'll see the sun hitting my ancestors' backs as they stood in huelga. I breathe air and I speak flame. My hands are the seeds of the flowers that once had the chance to grow and now became fertilizer. I am reborn into mother. I can't feel my own womb because I don't even know if it's there anymore. Covered in blossoms or buried in dirt. My blood evaporated and created a cloud of fuck misogyny and love yourself. None of this stops me from looking. Does alive mean breathing or does it mean feeling? Because right now I can't do either. So I'm asking again, what does it mean to be a woman? I can't feel that because I don't know that. Am I a woman or just a body that can bear a child if you pleaded to? Am I an object or a human? Just because I can create one doesn't mean I'm not. My divine ocean is your toxic river. I can't create what you wish I would take away. Thank you. So this second poem is called Righting Your Wrongs, and I kind of talked a little bit about it before, I came up here to perform. This poem, like I said, is kind of about how ignorance affects all things and that we need to speak out on them. So yeah, let's get started. You write because this country is no longer mine. I am legal. I will be taken to prison. I will follow every outdated rule in the Constitution. You wish I would pledge allegiance to the flag of fucked up Uncle Sam's pointing to me saying, I want you to get the hell out of my country. I write because this country was always ours. You can't be illegal on stolen land. Burn prisons, melt ice. I will protest every outdated rule in the Constitution. I pledge to fight for my community and allies you wish you were a part of. I write for the people, the ones of color, the ones who know the struggle. I write for my Chicanx. I write for my allies. I write for my black folk, my indigenous folk, my Asian brothers and sisters. I write for the unsung heroes we would have never been here without. The fighters, people that won't back down. I write because this is our land. It's not borrowed or bought, stolen by the oppressor. We gave you home. We tended to your needs. We mended your wounds, introduced you to medicinas, the spices you love, and yet you still don't know how to cook with. Yet you kicked us out our communities, our last form of solidarity, our last form of hope, being taken away from us by the people who started this shit in the first place. I write for the rioters and revolutionists, the ones who won't back down because they are asked to. I write because fuck your target. I write for the radicals and life changers. I write for the ones who defend and protect. I write for the bandana shirts, big hoops, and lip liner. I write for the graffiti. I write for the culture. I write for the sick-ass beats. I write for the beautiful bodies. I write so you can give me my rights. I'm taking them back. Restless nights and harmful words beaten against my back like chains and straps. None of this shit will stop me because I write. I write to tell the oppressor I am ready to end this. I write to tell the oppressor my time is now. I write to tell the oppressor, how are you more worried about materialistic, replaceable things than a life being taken away? You riot over a sports team and I protest a lost life. We are not the same. I write for all the missing indigenous sisters that you stopped keeping count for since 2016. I write because say her name. I write because isang bagsak. I write because we are screaming our light back. I write with my fists in the air and a smile on my face because freedom is sexy. Thank you. So before I go, I just wanted to say thank you so much. I'm so grateful to be here and to be a part of this, especially to be chosen as featured artist. It means the absolute world to me. But, before I go, I just wanted to say one thing. Women's Month should be celebrated every day. Women should be celebrated every single day. We should be respected and treated as the same, because we are human beings just like you. And I think that is the most important thing that we need to recognize and address. So, as I was saying, there should be no wage gap. There should be no inequalities. We are equal human beings. So, thank you. And with that, you all can follow me at It's Audrey. It'll be on the screen. So, thank you so much.
Such a powerful message by a person so wise beyond their years. Amazing job, Adriana. Amazing job. Thank you so much. This next artist was one of the first to graduate from our Concert Career Pathways program. She's like a little sister to me. If she's not putting on an artistic event, she's working as an esthetician, slaying eyebrows, and more. Give it up for my little sis, Nancy Murray.
Hey y'all, my name is Nancy, and I am going to be performing my song, Courage. Okay, so I wrote this freestyle in the morning. I hope it comes out. Here's a little story I'm about to tell. Yeah, my mama, yeah, she did. Yeah, she raised me well. Shout out to the women who make it through. Shout out to the women, I believe in you. I know it gets hard, but keep your head up. I know it gets hard, yeah. But here goes my song. I love my life, I love my state, not gonna hide, somehow it comes my way. I will be brave. I love my life, I love my state, not gonna hide, somehow it comes my way. I will be brave. Feeling shy, feeling hurt, gonna break through the lies. Look how far I came in life, surviving I tried. Been a while, but I'm done with trouble. Looking forward, forget the struggle. My mama gave me a look that had a young girl shook. And when she gave me the eye, never mind that. Nothing compares to what I really feel inside. My daddy told me the devil's making you cry. Cheer up, girl, better look at your life. Been caught names, felt some shame. To be who I wanted to be, to live my dreams, what do I need? Personally, thank God for me. You don't have to call or worry, 'cause I'ma be alright tonight. You don't have to call or worry, 'cause I'ma be alright tonight. Grab a hold of what's possible, don't let go, it's a classical. Writing down facts, take the wheels off the tricycle. Riding around town, can't put me down, ain't no stopping the growth in me. Inevitable, can't you see? Look for all the possibilities. Let yourself be free, let yourself run free. Liberated in this generation, liberated in this generation. I love my life, I love my state, not gonna hide, somehow it comes my way. I will be brave. I love my life, I love my state, not gonna hide, somehow it comes my way. I will be brave. Feeling shy, feeling hurt, gonna break through the lies. Look how far I came in life, surviving I tried. Been a while, but I'm done with trouble. Looking forward, forget the struggle. You don't have to call or worry, 'cause I'ma be alright tonight. You don't have to call or worry, 'cause I'ma be alright tonight. Thank you, everybody. You can find me on Instagram at Rich City Nancy, also at Art and Music. It's my events community artistic platform, and I also have a business page for beauty.
Thank you, Nancy, for sharing your sweet gift with us. Super dope performance. Before we get into this last interview and final performance of the night, I just want to say that this has been such an incredible experience. We are truly making her story. Please tell us in the comments about a woman that has inspired you. This next artist is my friend, y'all, my sister. You can find her music on all platforms. And with her impeccable voice, she has been a big inspiration to our Bay Area communities. Tonight, she will perform a few songs from her latest project and allow us to get to know her a little bit. So give a warm welcome to Marisha Ashanti. Hey.
What's good? I like this social distance, you know? It's literally a social distance going on right now. I'm feeling it.
It's all good. I mean, we got to stay compliant, you know?
You know, I'm not mad at it. It's professional, you know? Because I'm
Yeah.
outside. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Don't be playing. I'm
All right.
So how was your ride over here?
Hey, man, God is good. I made it, you know?
Absolutely.
I was going fast. We ran a red light.
Don't say that.
Right? Don't say that. You right. We didn't run a red light. We didn't run a red light to get here. Hey, but we here, right?
Yeah, y'all made it. I'm glad you're here, for real. I really appreciate you being here, Marisha.
Hey, thank you for having me.
It's been a while. I haven't seen you in a year.
Man, it seems like time flies when it's a pandemic going on.
You know, or maybe it doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe
I'm
it's
confused.
the opposite.
What is time?
What's today? Is it Friday? Can we check in the back? No, just
Right. I don't know. Well, anyways, let me get into my questions. So, how long have you been performing?
I think I can honestly say for majority of my life I've been performing. From the church, then you go from church to like different places. Like I sang in a choir for a while for my city. Shout out to Jacksonville, Florida. You know what I'm saying?
Shout
Duval
out.
County in the house. Well, really Clay County, but you don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so yeah. So it's really been for most of my life. I've been blessed to have opportunities to sing.
Absolutely. So, how would you describe your music to someone who's never heard it?
If I had to describe my music to someone that's never heard it, I would say it is like the music you listen to on the ride back from church on Sunday or Saturday when you're having a picnic and you need something in the background or you cleaning your house, I like to be 3 generations away to what Anita Baker is to us. Saturday come on, you hear Anita Baker, it's time to clean up. Like, where's the bleach? Where's the Comet? You know what I'm saying? That's what I would like to be. I'm that chill vibe. I'm that peace of mind.
Absolutely, yeah. I like how that made me feel. I like what you just said.
Yeah, I like how you make me feel, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
You gotta write that down. Don't forget that. Is there a specific woman that inspires you most, or musically, or in general?
I have a lot of women that inspire me, man. Women in general are just inspiring beings, and I will say that a lot of the women in my family are entrepreneurs. From my mom, who has a travel business, and then you also have my aunt, my Auntie Robin. For the longest, my Auntie Robin was that aunt that you could get your hair done and get a meal in the same kitchen. It was going down. You know what I'm saying? That was my aunt, my Auntie Robin. Shout out to my Auntie Robin. But I've also had pivotal roles as well for other women, like my aunt, my Auntie Felicia. My Auntie Monica was also a hairstylist and owned her own salon, and seated people as well. So I think it is hard for me to nail down one woman, you know, that inspires
Yeah,
me because I
absolutely.
grew up with a tribe of very strong, opinionated, you know, headstrong, independent women.
Absolutely. It's nothing like that hair salon or that kitchen hair. Or it's nothing like those days.
It's different when it smells like, you know, burnt hair and greens. It's different. I know it sounds weird, but it's different because it's just different.
It is. It's a different vibe. But, I mean, we learned a lot, you know, back in the day in those times, man.
Facts. We sound old back in the day when I was young. I'm not a kid anymore. But some days
I said it. Wish
I was a kid again. Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. So is there a song that you wish you wrote that was written by a woman? Any song that you could think of? I'll give you a second.
You got some good questions. Got some good questions, man. You got some good questions. If I had to pick one song, it would be Lauryn Hill's Gotta Find Peace of Mind. Because I think the way she plays with her words and the lyrics in that song, and at first you think this is about like her and this relationship, right? But it goes deeper than that. And it turns into this form of self-love that we don't really often acknowledge or talk about, you know, that self-love and that connection with that higher being, you know?
Absolutely.
And having to find that. Sometimes we forget, like, loving yourself requires you to find yourself. Yeah. Finding yourself requires, like, active movements, emotions. You know what I'm saying? It requires action. And I think that song, like, spells that out for me, you know? So I wish that one. For sure.
That's the one.
That's the one.
Yeah, I could definitely like attest to that, and just self-love in general is like something everybody needs to be preaching. To
Facts.
just like,
Facts.
did you love yourself today? Did you do something that made you happy? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's just something. That's just something we should just do and make each other just feel better, right? You know.
That's so true. And I think sometimes we mix up self-love with bubble baths and scented candles and telling yourself, oh, you cute today. But really, sometimes it's checking yourself when you're wrong.
Yep.
Sometimes it's acknowledging the things that you went through helped you grow, you know. Sometimes it's being aware when it's time to exit a situation.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean? Sometimes it's letting things go. So, like, I think sometimes we mix self-care up with, like, self-luxuries or self-indulgence, and those things are necessary, and you should also have those, but you should also be aware that it's bigger than that.
It is bigger than that. You're right. Definitely.
Facts.
So why do you think this month, Women's History Month, should be celebrated?
This is a hard one for me. I'm gonna be a little controversial on this one.
It's good.
I don't necessarily know that we should have a month.
Okay.
I feel like we should be acknowledged every month. I feel like women's history is U.S. history. I feel like there would be no history if there wasn't for a woman. So it should be implemented in our daily, you know, learnings. And we shouldn't go to school and learn just about, like, when I think about black women specifically, if I'm just being honest, and things that relate to me. When I think about black women specifically in U.S. history that's taught in the classrooms, you get Rosa Parks, maybe Madam C.J. Walker, and they definitely ain't gonna go deep. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think it's important that we don't minimize ourselves to a month. Because we're so much more than that. We're so bigger than that. And it's important for a moment of acknowledgement, absolutely. So I will not neglect to say that. So I'm grateful for the moment, absolutely. But I also am very firm in knowing my worth, you know, and our worth as women. So that's my controversial answer.
I mean, I don't feel like it should be controversial.
You know what I mean?
I feel like that just is what it is.
Yeah.
That should be. It should be that. So what is I guess I'm going to ask you this. What is a concept or event or topic you think is important to discuss during the celebration of this month?
Okay. I think gender pay gaps are important to talk about. I think trans women's rights are important to talk about. I think, those are just two off the top of my head, but I think this is a time and a place where we talk about the not even the ugly conversations, because these aren't ugly conversations. These are just conversations people choose to ignore as if they do not exist, or as if this is not a thing. I think we should talk. I think we should talk about feminism and the levels of it. I think we should talk about intersectional feminism. I think it's a lot of things we could talk about, you know?
Well, y'all heard it here first.
It's a lot of things we can talk about. It's a lot of things we can talk about.
So much to talk about. I'm truly inspired by just chilling with you, my sister. Like it's been a minute, and I'm happy that we have this opportunity to just sit here and just chill and just talk to each other. Like we're here for a performance, but it's bigger than that.
For sure.
You just said so much in these 5 minutes that we've had. So I appreciate you, and I'm so ready to hear you blow.
Well, I just gotta say I appreciate you too, because I think in order for me to say these things and be heard and be amplified, they need platforms. So I appreciate you, and I'm grateful for you as well. The vibe is equally as right. You know how we do. You know how we do.
Right, exactly. But yeah, so please, take the stage when you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Let's go.
What's up? My name is Marisha Ashanti, and I came to give you a show. You can follow me at Marisha, Marisha, Ashanti _. Here we go. Word around town, you was looking for me. Said you want the sauce beat drill, but you know you can't pay the fee. Say you wanna roll with a real one, say you wanna ride with me. Well, it's only one top spot, so baby, just follow my lead. Friends may come and friends may go, but can't nobody stop this flow. If evolution requires change, and you just ain't bent on remaining the same, you ain't nothing but an actor, a phony, a fake. Walk around making the same mistakes. You're nothing but an actor, a phony, fake. Walk around, walk around, walk around, walk around. Word around town, you was trying to debate, but Jesus taught love, so don't hate. Why you wanna rumble with the beast, baby? Why you wanna test your fate? Say you wanna sit at my table, but you can't even handle your plate. Friends may come and friends may go, but can't nobody stop this flow. If evolution requires change, and you just ain't bent on remaining the same, you ain't nothing but an ACTOR. Yeah, yeah. You ain't nothing but an ACTOR. You ain't nothing but an actor, a phony, a fake. While they're all making those same mistakes, you're nothing but an actor, phony, fake. Walk around, hear me out. Hurt people hurt people. I know this with no doubt. Hurt people become healed people when they decide to take another route from the contagious cycle consisting of negative energy we could never destroy. You hurt little girls as a grown man because somebody hurt you as a little boy. You hurt your children because somebody hurt you as a child. You hurt your family because they represent everything that you were taught. You hurt your community because they represent everything that you fought. And while you passing out all that hurt, you just deepening your own pain. Hurt people hurt people. That's the name of the game. Yeah. Now this next one goes out to everybody. It's a feel-good song. I hope you feel good whenever you're ready. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. us march on till victory is won. Dr. Clyde put me on it. You know you gotta buy it if you know you really want it. It's a 5-step concept, let me put you on it. Come and catch this knowledge that you know that I am throwing. Stack the money with the crew. By the politicians, tell them what to do. By the course, by the media. Time to clean up what they teaching us. Same news, different day. They say fall in line and stay the same. I guess I gotta go my own way. My reach got range, yet I feel like I'm living in a cage. I'm aligned and I'm breaking out with rage. I see no change, so don't tempt me. My people built this country, yet it seems like we own nothing. Lucky for my people, I got turned on to a few things. David and Goliath, but I'm coming with a new sling. Dr. Clyde put me on it. You gotta buy it if you really want it. 5 steps and I'm on it. That's this knowledge that I'm throwing. Stack the money with the crew. By the politicians, tell them what to do. By the courts, by the media. Time to clean up what they teaching us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. We lived in a crazy world. I knew I was gonna change it since I was a little girl. You can catch me on your IG, watch me on your TV. Out here doing big things, dream ring and I answer the call. No problem, not at all. Cause I was born to solve them, solve them, solve them. My generation does not play. I want my 40 acres and my homie want the same. Organized we must stay, minimize on mistakes. The enemy does best when we all in disarray. Visions of a better place, somewhere that we're heard. Freedom given naturally like flying to the birds. So I'm about that action, I'm the noun, so catch the verb. They say I got that song, so I just sprinkle in some herbs. Dr. Clyde put me on it. You know you gotta buy it if you know you really want it. It's a 5-step concept, let me put you on it. Come and catch this knowledge that you know that I am throwing. Stack the money with the crew. By the politicians, tell them what to do. By the courts, by the media. Time to clean up what they teaching us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on to victory is won. So like I said, my name is Marisha Ashanti, and I came to give you a show. Question is, are you ready for the show? Cause it's coming. It's here. I hope y'all feeling good. I'm feeling great. And I got one more for y'all. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, alright. Well, alright. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Shout out to JB, man. I'm gonna show y'all my jacket one more time. Well, all right. I got one more for y'all. I'm ready to get into it whenever. Hey. I like this beat right here. I always get into it, you feel me? I'm coming real smooth like that. Risha. Do you know what today is? It's the best day to make it. So all those things in your mind, now it's time to do it. What they say won't matter anyway. Hey, their vision is days, but you see it clearly. So walk towards victory. I read faith without a works is dead. Yeah, that's what he said. That's what he said, cause that's what I've read. And hey, okay. They say life ain't what it seems. Only fulfill your dreams. So if you see it clearly, then walk towards victory. So we'll go some steps backwards, some steps forward. You will learn when you get older. Dreams come true for those who make it happen. So are you gonna run or stay and fight from the things that hold you back within your mind? Oh, are you gonna run or stay and fight? The victory is all yours, but you gotta give all your might, all your might. They say that they know me, I say let's talk, baby, show me. Real ones can't be fake, so I peep game on all my homies. Goodbye to all the drama, goodbye to all the pain, goodbye to all the issues, blame tennis in my brain. I read faith without a works is dead. Ooh yeah, that's what he said. That's what he said, cause that's what I read. And hey, okay. They say life ain't what it seems. Only to fulfill your dreams. So if you see it clearly, then walk towards victory. So we'll go some steps backwards, some steps forward. You will learn when you get older. Dreams come true for those who make it happen. So are you gonna run or stay and fight from the things that hold you back within your mind? Oh, are you gonna run or stay and fight? The victory is all yours, but you gotta give all your might, all your might. Do you know what today is? It's the best day to make it. So all those things in your mind, now it's time to do it. Thank y'all so much. My name is Marisha Ashanti. Again, you can find me at Marisha_Ashanti. Thank you so much.
All right, everyone. That's our show. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to the crew. Thank you to all the artists that performed today. Thank you for just being here, staying present. Before I leave this stage tonight, I just want to say that Black Lives Matter, Hispanic Lives Matter, Asians Lives Matter, trans lives matter, we matter, women matter, you matter, they matter. Love and respect for all people matters. Peace and love. Wasn't ready for nothing. Them fools ain't loyal. I give love beyond the soil. Soon as sun get red, I'm on that first till I prove it. Hope it's foolish before I be too big. Life is too short, so you better move quick. Just me, baby, I like to wear sneaks. My eyeballs on fleek. You should see my physique. I'm so thick, I'm so pretty. I'm a boss and I still get gritty. It's me, baby, I like to wear sneaks. My eyeballs on fleek. You should see my physique. I'm so thick, I'm so pretty. I'm a boss and I still get gritty. Focus on the mission, man, you know what the deal is. Taking care of mine so I can go and fulfill it. Daddy had it poppin' when I was a little kid. Music on our minds, I'm with the business. Goals set, money checks, so blessed.